Good morning, guys. We are in the greenhouse. We're gonna check and see how these veggies are growing. You can see my greenhouse is full. I've got all this rhubarb in here and everything is full. We are hopefully going to move the artichokes outside today. They are at that point. But here's the watermelons. They're growing really fast. These are the Mickey Lees right here. You can see they've got one leaf and another one's coming, so these can go outside soon. And we planted these April 15th. So these are almost 3 weeks old. And everything looks pretty good. The red distinction have come up pretty well, and they're nice and big. And then we got the orange over here. They're still a little small. We've got some here that are getting big. And then the yellow over there. They did not germinate well at all. I'm really disappointed in those. I decided to leave the jicama on the table with the plastic, and I think they really like it. They're doing awesome. And then these are the artichokes. I wanted to move these out 2 days ago so that they'd be outside in below 50-degree weather for 10 days. So it needs to be 50 degrees at night or lower. It doesn't matter during the day, but it's only going to be below 50 degrees for like maybe 7 days, but I think it'll be all right. I'm really happy with these. Saying the soil is 60 degrees right now in the artichokes. Now down here at this end, since the heater is right there sticking out, you can see these ones on the ends kinda got a little too hot. And looks like I only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them die. Which isn't a total loss, I guess. And this one looks interesting. I don't know what's up with that. We got tomatoes and peppers over here. These tomatoes really got big in the last week. So these got to go outside. And then we've got peppers up here. And we've got one mutated plant. This guy right here. We won't plant him. Pretty sure he will not produce any produce or any peppers. These ones over here look even bigger. There's a little bit of heat right there under that table, this table here. We've got rhubarb in pots. If anyone's interested, we'll be selling those. We got more peppers in the middle here. They're not quite as big. They got planted a little bit later because I didn't have all my pepper seed. They're like only 5 days behind. And they've got their adult leaves coming in. They've got more than 2 of them. This one's got 4, even though it's really tiny. So these could potentially go outside. We've got scallions and then more peppers. And we got cucumbers. They desperately need to go outside. And same with the summer squash. These guys are massive. They're really tall. For being that tall, they're not going to be fun to transplant. We got more peppers. And then we got the fennel. The fennel really shot up in the last day. They were not this tall. Can't say yesterday. I wasn't up here at all yesterday. The day before, they were about half that size. And then we got the leeks at this end. They're looking pretty good. This one variety, the Tadorna, they did not germinate well. I feel like those are brand new seed. And then we got dill, lots of dill. I love the smell of dill. Then we got collard greens. These ones really got big too. Those got to go outside. And a couple more tomatoes. Those are ready. And we got 2 kinds of beets. I think we did Avalanche, which are white, yep. And then Kestrel, which are red. And then this is, turnips. We got Chinese cabbage. Man, everything really like doubled in size in 48 hours. And then we got cabbage. This stuff looks kind of sad. It didn't germinate that well either. And then we've got Swiss chard, which we put more seeds in the cells, so hopefully we'll get more because this isn't very much. And then there's cauliflower, lots more rhubarb. The leaves are huge. That's broccoli on the end. And then we got tomatillos. And then where it looks like nothing is coming up are ground cherries. They take forever to germinate. I probably should have left them in the germination room longer. And then we got eggplant coming. What is that one? White star. That didn't germinate well either. And then shoya are the oriental, the real long and skinny ones. And then we have kohlrabi. I love kohlrabi. And then more cauliflower. These are looking good. We got graffiti and then charm, flame, some vitas. The other Vita Verdes are at the other end. Now this is a problem. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about this because the Vita Verde germinated very well. I don't have very many empty slots, so to figure that out. That looks like an eggplant. More tomatoes. All of these are gonna go out. And then the last couple of days, the guys have been putting up another cold frame for me so I can get this stuff out of here. So this one here is full. They made that one. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I am going to fill that guy up. And then I've got stuff in another greenhouse that I gotta bring up here. And I've got plants in the germination room that should probably come up today. So lots moving around. I'll show you the inside of this cold frame. Feels pretty good in here. Got water dripping from the top. Let's see, I did not water anything yesterday because I was doing a health and wellness fair. It looks pretty moist, actually nice and wet. I don't need to water these for several hours, especially since there's a lot of condensation in here that helps water. And as you can see, that came out really easy. So those are ready to be transplanted, everything in here, except for the lettuce at the very end. And maybe the beets are ready. This cauliflower have been in here for probably over a month. And they are most certainly ready. And these scallions would love to go outside. These are gonna be so much fun to transplant. Let's check out the beets. These are red ace. And those come out easy. Those would be ready. We got Mizuna. And here's the lettuce. It looks good. I'd like it to be a little bit taller. Yeah, no, it's not ready. And then our second batch of lettuce is here. It's pretty small. I need to water these today at least. They're a little dried out. So it looks pretty good in here. Lots of different colors. And then we got all these onions that need to be transplanted because they're not really getting any bigger. They've got as big as they're gonna get in these cells. They need a little more room to get even bigger. Next week is supposed to be really nice, in the 60s and 70s and sunny. So hopefully Monday and Tuesday it will get dried out so we can lay plastic and then transplant all these things because they need to get in the ground so that we can have them for our members. This is our other tiny little greenhouse. I don't like to use it very often because it's hard to regulate the temperature in here. And there's, that propane heater is not hooked up anymore, the tall one. And this little one only works for an hour, so it's not very helpful. So I got 2 heaters in here, but only one works. So it's not super warm in here, but it's not bad. And I've got red Chinese cabbage on this side. And then all of the melons are in here. And I've got okra at the other end. Hoping to move these today up to the other greenhouse when I empty everything else out, so there will be room for them. We finally got everything out of this greenhouse into the new cold frame. And then we brought up the plants from the smaller greenhouse up here. So I kind of only have a little bit of space left down at the end there. The plan was to bring the artichokes back in, but I don't think there's any point since the temperature is going to get warmer. That's just that spot down there basically is all I have left. We got the melons down over there on that far side and in the center. And then we got Chinese cabbage right here. And these are all the peppers. I didn't get to take the peppers out. There wasn't enough room to bring all of them out. And then this stuff was in the germination room. And the lettuce was on the lights, the racks with the lights, so they should have brought them up Monday. But you know, it is what it is. There's the cold frame, the new one. Can roll up the side so you guys can see that it's full. So there you go, you guys can see that it's basically full. I was only able to get the artichokes, the tomatoes, and then squash, cucumbers, collard greens, and then a few peppers. I didn't want to bring most of them out and then only have a few left in the greenhouse. I kind of wanted to keep them at the same growing rate. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how things are progressing here in the greenhouse. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Bye.